Before I begin, I want to give a shout out to the Sad King. He's in my Discord. So yeah. Anyways, this is part 3 of what Deku was the first vampire in 2000 years. Last time I last left off was Deku meeting All Might because of Toga. Toga offered Deku to go train with him. I mean, with her. And Deku did accept and met. Um. Now it's starting to talk to All Might. Deku says, Mr. All Might, it's so nice to meet you. I'm a big fan of yours. And Toga says, you have no idea how big of a fan he is. And All Might saying, it's good to meet you, young man. You're young Midoriya. It's so good to finally meet you. And Deku says, yeah, so I heard my friend was, you were going to offer me something. And All Might says, I'm going to offer to train you. How about that, young man? You and your friend can train with me. Deku accepts, and so they begin their training. So, everything's going fine, the training's going fine. By the way, um, this is technically a new arc instead of a 10 months arc. The Sad King want this to be called the arc of the first bats, I believe. So, anyways, back with that main note, with the main storyline part. All Might is training Deku like everything goes to canon until the end of the training. Deku calls his sisters, just letting her know he's going to be out for a little bit longer. Or he will be back sooner or later. He doesn't know when. And his sister says, okay. Hey, Toga hears this and decides to follow Deku. Deku goes in this alley, putting on his vigilante gear. And and meanwhile, his sister is getting ready for her monster hunting career. Toga is like, Izuku. In her mind, it's like, Izuku, what are you doing right now? As Deku, wall runs up. Actually, no, it doesn't runs up. He takes a different way out of the alley. And Deku eventually finds a way up to the rooftops. A couple hours later, it's about, I'm going to say he stopped training at 8, so it's about 10. 10 at night. Deku is looking over the city, then a female voice drops behind him, saying, huh, you're very hard to find, vampire. Deku looks behind him, saying, oh shit, a monster hunter, and starts to run. And I want to say at this point, Shinso, aka Deku's best friend, bursts through the rooftop entrance, and I want to say they were on top of his house, and he heard yelling, and he ran up. Deku didn't know he yelled, "Oh shit, monster hunter!" So Shinso runs up, seeing the girl. I'm not going to say who it is. Give me a second. Okay, it's fine. And she says, "Get back in your room, kid." And Shinso says, "No. What the hell is going on?" And she's like, "I don't have time for this," and starts running. Running towards where Deku is going. And Shinso follows. They're all chasing Deku. But, at this point you probably already know who it is, but I'm still going to keep it like a secret. Because, who knows, many more Monster Hunters could be... Actually, yeah, I'm not just going to say it right away. So, Deku, he gets cornered. He is now stuck on top of a building, nowhere to go. And his sister jumps down right behind him. And, Senso, Deku turns around saying, "Fuck. Um, I don't really know how much of this vampire abilities can take, but no, what? Fuck it. I got no other choice." He's Deku runs towards the girl, um going for a punch. Not like a very hard punch. Oh, I guess I should let you know. Deku's strength, his super strength is about 50% of All For One right now. And Deku goes in for a punch, punching the wall, and cracks start to form, saying, "Thank God I missed. That was a little bit too hard." And Deku gets it's punched inside of his head, saying, "Ow, fuck, that really hurt." As the girl knocks Deku to the ground, saying, "Before I kill you, I should remove your mask, vampire." And Deku can't really see the girl's face until his mask is removed. And Deku says, "Oh shit. Um, Riek? Is that? Oh fuck." As she backs off from Midori, saying, "Aizuku? What? What? What's going on? Explain yourself right now." Aizuku saying, "Oh shit." As Deku says, like, "Hey sis, oh fuck, that's Shinso behind you." And Shinso standing there, saying, "Wait, you're the person that been killing people?" Deku says, "Killing is such a hard word to say." And his sister walks up and smacks him, saying, "How could you not tell me that you're a vampire? Or, so many monster hunters want you dead. Did you know that?" Deku is like, "Yeah, well, fuck this," and jumps. He jumps off a roof. And Deku lands perfectly fine. He runs off. And his sister is left there, speechless. Deku is hiding his face right now with the cloak. So, a couple minutes. So, Deku gets back home. A couple hours later, his sister gets back, saying, "You have a lot of talking, young man." Deku's like, "Ah, fuck. Fine, I'll tell you everything that I know." And she decides to tell everything she knows. As they're talking about like what Deku is, Deku's also saying, "I'm not normal vampire." Well, not as I know of. And she asks, "What do you mean? You say normal vampires mostly burn up in the sun, correct?" As his sister says, "Yes, what about it?" Deku explains, if he goes out in the sun, he's perfectly fine. And she realized he's a day walker. She says, "Wait, you're a day walker? That's so rare, Izuku. And since you're basically the last vampire, there everyone wants to get rid of you because of um how how fast you guys can spread." Izuku was saying, "Wait, how fat? Like, how do we exactly spread? I know one way's by mostly. Is it one way by buying?" And she says, his sister says, "Yes, it's mostly by buying. That's the only way vampires can mostly turn other people into vampires." As Deku saying, "Oh, just to let you know, yeah, I remember that Momo girl I saved not too long ago. She," and his sister says, "Oh, fuck." And, like, don't worry, we will worry about that tomorrow. Oh. So, yeah. Deku goes to sleep, and once he wakes up, his phone started to go off before his class. And Mr. Yarutsu was saying, "Mr. Izuku, I would like to speak to you after your school. I know you're I know you're a student, but I would like to speak to you." Izuku says, "Okay, what time after my school?" He says, "Isn't it straight after will be fine?" Deku says, "Yeah, that will be fine." And Deku hangs up. And he starts getting ready for school. This is Deku's first day of school out of about 3 days. So when Deku gets there, everyone's saying, "Izuku, where have you been?" And and Deku says, "I just have had a very rough two days." Alright, that's about it. I'm not going to say what. So, yeah. Um, after school, Toga walks to Deku saying, "Oh, Izuku, are you going to go to train with, are you going to train with me and him?" Deku says, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Toga, I can't. Maybe next time. Um, can you tell, him that I won't be able to train with you?" Toga is saying, "Okay, see you later, Izuku." As Deku goes to um, the Yarutsu's family homestead. Give me a second. I'm going to get some water. Okay, I am back. And when Deku finally gets back at home, I mean not home, the Yarutsu's family, his household, and Deku knocks, and one of the butlers or maids answer. As you know, a butler answers the door, saying, "Ah, you must be young Midoriya, is that correct?" Izuku nodding his head, saying, "Yes, I'm Midoriya." And, and the butler says, "Follow me." And Deku follows the butler to, ooh, Mr. Arutsu's office. When they get there, Mr. Arutsu says, "Now sit down, please. I would like to talk to you." As Deku sits down, Mr. Arutsu says, "Yes, you can leave now. Um, just think of a random person's name for the butler." As the butler leaves, Deku says, "Mr. Yarutsu, what would you like?" "What would you like, sir?" Mr. Yarutsu saying, well, I would like your help for training my daughter. It will be very helpful because you did save her. But I also have a question for you. And Deku saying, yes sir. What is the question? Mr. Yarutsu saying, are you a vampire? Deku asked, what do you mean by vampire? And Mr. Yarutsu saying, my daughter didn't had veins that look like vampire veins. I mean, seriously. So he started to grow them. And you don't lose teeth when you're about 16 years old. Old Mr. Midoriya. Deku's saying, oh fuck, I forgot about that. And Deku's nods his head. Actually says, yes, I'm a vampire. I'm sorry for turning your daughter into a vampire, but I had no choice. And Mr. Yarutsu saying, it's fine. You did save her after all. And I'm very grateful for that. But anyways, yes, I want to offer you a job, actually. Deku's saying, Mr. Yarutsu, I'm still training for, UA with a friend. So, I could set up like a schedule if you would like. Mr. Yarutsu saying yes, but the training part is not a job. It's something I would just like you to do. But the job is, would you protect my dollar? Um, it will be very, I will, um, I would really like you to work for me. Aizuku says, yeah, sure, I wouldn't mind. And and Vati, and Mr. Yarutsu says, oh, by the way, if you're planning on if you're planning to go to the exit to UA, I could, hold on, let me think. I'm trying to think the other way of getting into UA is, I can't remember. He says, I can get you into UA the other way. And Deku declines, saying, actually, yeah, I would like to prove myself if I can actually go to UA. Mr. Yarutsu says, ah, I see. That's a pretty, that's an interesting choice. And Deku says, yeah, I know. Oh, but also, plus, two of my friends are going to, actually, one of my friends is going to UA. My other close friend is going to a different school. So, yeah. Mr. Yamaguchi saying, okay, but you already met my daughter, so don't need to introduce you. But anyways, would you like to take the job and help my daughter train? Deku says, yeah. But can we work out a schedule? Well, and Mr. Yaruzu saying, yeah, that'll be fine. So, every day Deku's going to be training with her, he will be working as her, guard. But what's going to be happening is every other day Deku will train with Toga and All Might. So yeah. Uh, um, Toga, actually, yeah, you know what? I'm going to end the video off here. This is part 3 of what Deku was for Empire in 2,000 years. So, I know YouTube doesn't really show people part 2 and 3, So, if you guys can help me, you let me know if I should do part 4 of this series. Because it's hard to tell that if you part 4. So, go to my Discord saying we want part 4, or go in the comments section and saying we want part 4. And that's about it. So, if you like, thank you. If you sub, thank you. If you dislike, let me reason knowing why. Discord will be in the description. So, yeah. Have a good night or a good rest of the day.